Good afternoon, everyone. It's time for the Turtlecast. So we talk about everything related to Fallout that is happening during the last week, as well as your questions from the Discord, any news we can find, or whatever you need. It's here on the Turtlecast like every week, or if you just want to hang out, that's fine too. So welcome, who's already in the chat. Zeningway, Michael Yost, I'm Peaceful Gamer, Dr. Barnaby. Anyway, Spiteful Angel, I'm Peaceful Gamer, Cookie Crisp, Chris Zimmerman, Wedunica, Visric, Suika, Eric Rylos, Nomis Chesus for you, Bioni, Kot Banzai, Benji Meister, Joe, Stantol, Mainzer, and Nat Darwin. Welcome! How is everyone weekend starting? I hope it's good. By the way, if you are into football, if you are in America, you probably do not call it football, but it's football here in Europe. England made it to the finals. They're playing on Sunday. Finals of the Euro Championships. So that's something I honestly didn't expect, but I hold my fingers crossed that they can win. So, now back to Fallout. Oh, Stantol! Thank you a lot for 2 quid. Appreciate that. And there is like a shy peer emoji. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but thank you. I have no idea what the meaning behind it. Now, about Fallout, the Bethesda managed to kind of fix the public test server. It's still very buggy and new bugs appeared. I only showed a little bit in my video. We'll be there testing more on the member hangout to figure out what else is happening on there. Like, it's tough. Like, I need to say it for the developers. It's tough to fix this stuff. They were struggling for 3 days. They did manage to fix the critical bugs, making characters breaks, I think, because my character is working currently. But yeah, the new bugs pop up, like, come on. How frustrating that need to be. You fix one thing, other break because of the fix, then you undo this fix, this breaks, this is fixed, and then you are lost. What is breaking what and what is fixing what? I can feel them. I hope they can push through somehow. I don't know what about the plasma, the Slugbuster. No, the Slugbuster is still working fine on the public test server, which is the same like on live. They didn't fix that. I hope they will not focus on this particular one. There are way more important fixes to do. Way more important fixes are needed. Hopefully they can do it, and in September this patch can drop as planned. We'll see. Now, what should I do first? I think your questions from the Discord. Questions from the Discord. Let's do that first. So we go to our Discord. There we go. With VATS crits being nerfed, how will you solo Earl? Most likely automatic melee will be the fastest way. I don't like soloing Earl, but that happens and we need to be ready just in case. But it's not like it's not possible to solo without VATS. Don't forget, simultaneously with the nerf to VATS criticals, we are getting buff to enemy weak spots. I mean, they will be doing more damage aiming for enemy weak spots. So the new meta basically is, whatever your build that you are using, make sure you are hitting a weak spot on the enemy. That will be the most important. So if you were using Railway before, you can still use it, aiming for the head. You will kill. It will not be super fast solo, but you will be able to solo. The same with heavy guns, even if you are not using any VATS options, if you make sure you aim for those heads, there are 3 of those heads in case of Air Williams, you will do it. Next, explosive pepper shakers are a thing again. I extensively tested it in public test server and it doesn't seem overpowered at all. It just allows you to tag few more targets. You can only put explosive on shotgun shells, so you miss out on the extra energy damage from lasers plasma. About the explosive effect on public test server, this was confirmed by the developers. It's still work in progress. So those supposed to eventually work with energy weapons too. So you should be able to use it with Gatling plasma, with laser weapons. They will receive a custom explosive effect that should correspond to the projectiles and particles used by those weapons. But this is a work in progress. So for example, Gatling plasma supposed to be shooting green explosive projectiles, not regular red ones like ballistic weapons do. So that's work in progress. It's not yet there on public test server. That's why I'm not making a video about it. I'm waiting until, I don't know, working prototype will be implemented. Then I will share more. Because at this moment, we only know they are working on it. And it's working in some cases, but not everywhere. And it still needs to be tweaked. So I don't want to report just on the fact that something is happening. I want to see some kind of product I can show you, like the result of this work. Next, with the new changes, do you think that our power armor and guard rolls will appear in new tab like power armor helmet and accidentally get scrapped? They shouldn't, because, what I didn't mention in any of my videos, they did additional change. Whatever you have equipped on you should not pop up in the new tab. So if you are wearing power armor, there shouldn't be any more accidental scrapping of the helmet or pieces. They should not display under the new tab. Equip gear shouldn't display there. That's additional change. That is very good quality of life change. So I don't think that's gonna happen. I would still welcome some kind of a lock for the items, but for this moment it's already quite safe. And when you scrap legendary items, you get the prompt every time. Yes, that's very annoying. No, it's not preventing from accidentally scrapping. You know what's happening when you scrapping 10 to 20 items and there is pop-up on every single one of them? You just automatically keep pressing the buttons to approve. So it's absolutely possible to go through this pop-up. This pop-up, in my opinion, is absolutely unnecessary. It should only appear on renamed items. I will change that. If we are scrapping legendary items, I don't know if Bethesda can. I would like this pop-up on renamed items. Or maybe even better, if I rename item, I don't want it at all to show at scrapping bench. Like, just don't show it there. If it's renamed, that's renamed for a reason. I don't want to see it, to accidentally scrap it. So I disagree. This pop-up do not stop anyone from accidentally scrapping stuff. It's just annoying and slows you down when you are scrapping what you want to scrap. Yeah, the scrapping is very tedious and annoying because of this pop-up. It's not preventing anything, it just makes the process more annoying. Hello Turtle, I once remembered you mentioned that online games are grindy and that's part of the purchase. But what are we grinding for once we get our perfect gear after the first 1 to 3 months of the new legendary crafting system? What is going to be the new grind if nothing is going to be rare anymore? How is this going to impact the longevity of the game? And so on. In my opinion, in online games the grind should never exceed a 1 year forward. And the point is, it's up to development team to keep giving us new stuff that we can grind for. That's how MMOs always have been working. I'm against like endless grind. I don't like it. I don't want to play the game with the prospect of grinding for next 10 years. That's not what makes it fun. What makes it fun is the goals that you can reach. And then developers dropping new toys that you can grind for. That's how it's supposed to be, in my opinion. Not endless grind, rather something new to grind for with each update. Will you bring back top Reddit post for a few videos? Actually, kinda like the video series. I could probably. It was not very popular. I could try. Most people are not interested in watching that, so I could try occasionally drop one and see what happens. Next, how long do I need to grind before it becomes fun? 2 years? 5? Your whole life. You grind your whole life, hoping it will be fun one day. I see what people are saying. Look at Helldivers. It's a ghost town. Fallout 76 is something else. With this update I can try out new builds. What I would never have been tough of trying. I mean, why try for an overeater set when I grinded a year for unyielding? I don't know what the second part was, but yeah, you'll be able to craft everything. Have you tried Quad B? Oh, black powder. Quad B powder. Why is there black as a shortcut with just B? Quad black powder weaponry. Or quad M79 grenade launcher or quad terrorist zappa. So I didn't try any of those on public test server. I'm not sure if any of those... Oh, I tried this one. I'm not sure if any of those are intentional. In case of M79, when you craft quad, it just doesn't shoot anything. You press the button and there is no projectile coming out. So it basically breaks the weapon. I'm not sure about other options. It seems like it's work in progress about if it should even be possible. As currently I can put quad on M79 grenade launcher and it will fire nothing. So that's really good. They are craftable, yes, that doesn't work for most part. A couple questions regarding public test server. Has Hitman's changed to 25-25 while aiming? I think that's a typo. They just put 25 twice. It shouldn't be that because it's only 125%. It works the same. Just a typo. It was not buffed for that. Does vampire stack if you hit multiple targets at once, like a vampire pepper shaker or auto grenade launcher hitting multiple? I didn't try that, so I don't know. Does medics heal if you hit the player or enemies near the player? Also, how am I supposed to know someone is low HP if they aren't on my team? You cannot heal people that are not on your team. You can only heal people on your team or friendly NPCs. Other people you cannot heal, you never were able to. They're different teams, so they do not work with you. About hitting them, you just shoot them directly with Medic's effect now. And you cannot heal yourself with Medics. It's no longer for self-healing, it's only for healing others. Next. Hey Turtle, I wanna ask you something. Does the damage resistance changes on public test server means anti-armor is worthless now? No, it's worth more. I don't know where did you took out worthless. It's worth more if anything. With the railway being nerf hard, what's a full health non-stealth next best in slot weapon? Enclave Plasma Flamer will be the number one. Although limited range is Flamer. You can mod it automatic, but then it's way too expensive to fire and use. I think Enclave Plasma Flamer will be number one spot now. With the new update, can we attach bullets explode start to energy weapons? Kind of yes, but as I already was talking about it, work in progress. Yeah, currently doesn't work, for example, on laser weapon. I was testing that, yes, on Twitch. So that's the clip if someone needed. It's not, you can attach it at this moment, but it doesn't do anything. So it's still work in progress. Last time I saw one of your streams, you mentioned the Gauss shotgun was being nerfed. How and why? It's true. I've mained the Gauss shotgun for years. Please don't tell me they are destroying its already questionable performance. I don't know if the nerf is intentional, but because they are working on those explosive effects for all the weapons, they allow explosive to be equipped on Gauss weapons too. And what they did, they fix the Gauss weapon explosive built-in effect to be the same as on other shotguns. Currently, if you are not familiar, the Gauss shotgun is adding 15% explosive damage to each projectile, and there is 8 projectiles, so in total 100 20%. Is that my math right? Extra damage from explosion on Gauss shotguns. They are changing it, so it's 3% multiplied by 8 rather than 15. It's significantly less, as you can calculate. It's like 20 something percent instead of 120% from explosion. Therefore, Gauss shotgun retains the same impact damage as now, but explosion goes down so much that you need to really charge it to do any damage. I tried. They need to balance it back up. If they don't increase the base damage, the shotgun, the Gauss shotgun, as it is on public test server, will be another dead weapon. So I hope they do something about it. And that's explanation about what they did, what I just said. So I hope they do something about Gauss shotgun. I don't want another dead weapons. Hey T, quick question regarding the new crafting system. If I was to scrap, say, 25 3-star weapons, which would net me 1000 scrip, and I get, say, 1 box mod from them, that I feel is rubbish and no good to anyone, what return do you get if you scrap the box mod? You cannot scrap the box mod. The box mod, if you don't want it, you can sell it in your player vendor or just drop it, get rid of it. There is no benefit from those box mods if you don't want to use it. There is only one purpose to them, equipping on gear. Can you swap legendaries on Torn Armor? Currently, Torn Armor and all Vault 94 armors are completely bugged. They cannot be made legendary at all. If they are already legendary because you have them, then you cannot do anything. The legendary effects do not even show on the bench. So currently completely bugged, but I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like any other thing able to be modified. At this moment, it's bugged, completely bugged. Next, K-Turtle. So now that we are getting a new legendary crafting system, don't you think they should add inventory log? Yes, I already said, yeah, I absolutely think they should. And disable this annoying pop-up. I think they should offer us universal character inventory system that can be accessed by all characters. Maybe they can include it in Fallout First. What do you think? I would like it. I always liked it. Also, can you talk about this caravan company thing that coming? Is it like guild or something? We don't know yet. If it is, then we would love to join your company. Just make Bethesda solve your broken friend list first. Yeah, I put my friend list back into bug report. Maybe that will help. I don't know if that will, but I put it there again. And about caravan, we don't know any details. It will be released in later public test server update. Currently, we are testing a lot of stuff, so Caravan need to wait. When they fix other bugs, most likely they activate Caravan and will be testing that. Wiki states that Vines on Legacy Power Armor crafted from Vault Raid plans stacks poison, while the non-Vines crafted with Gold Bullion plan doesn't. Is that still the case, or are they wrong? I'm pretty sure none of it stack poison anymore with the latest changes. I did a test recently and I'm not sure how my power armor even classified, but I'm quite sure it doesn't stack anymore. It should possibly still stack with a shotgun, but even if currently it's still stuck with a shotgun, and it was last time I checked, after PTS will drop, as they already nerfing the multi-projectile triggering effects multiple times, so it will not. After the next patch, very unlikely that it will stack at all. Whatever power armor you have, old or new. And now back to you in the chat. Let me see if anyone wanted to say something. And about the explosive energy weapons they're working on, they will not be the same as legacy ones. Those will be new effects, not overpowered at all, in line with other explosives, so don't be super excited about it. It will not be overpowered. Unless some unintended feature sneaks in. But if it's not, then no, it will not be overpowered. Yeah, the lock system, Really good idea. I always wanted it. I don't know why we don't have it. Instead of all those pop-ups, are you sure you want to scrap it? Just make us lock our items we don't want to scrap. We can rename them. Why we cannot lock them? Like similar system to the paint. Go on the workbench, attach a lock. Character bound, locked, cannot drop. Like complete lock. I would complete lock. Only what you should be able to do when it's locked, move it to the stash box and out from the stash box. That should be the only allowed process when you have locked item. I would love that. Nothing else. Of course, modifications on the workbench in case you need to remove the lock, but nothing else. No scrapping, shouldn't appear at scrapping, no appearing at vendors, nothing. If you press drop button, it shouldn't do anything. That what the proper lock would be, in my opinion. Do I think auto axe will get nerfed in the future? It is a possibility for me, as everything points into auto axe being king after the next patch. So whatever weapon goes above and beyond to squeeze into the first spot, Bethesda will notice it after a while, because they have stats. Whatever we are using, how fast the boss fights are, they can see it, they have stats, and they will figure out where the powers come from, and usually when they do figure it out, what takes some time to be honest, like Railway was a king for how long? A while. I think it dominated and it was a widespread knowledge about its power for at least couple years. So they're not usually very fast with nerfing the meta, so there is a hope that auto axe will be a king for a while, unless they gonna accelerate with balancing and stuff like that. I don't know, but if past is the indication, it will stay for quite a while as number one. I don't know about mutated packages. This is all data mined info. We need to wait for mutated events to start again, and we'll see. Yeah, explosive flamers. I don't know if explosive flamers are intended. The idea of the flamer, it's a short range weapon. Adding explosive makes it long range. Only developers really know in that case scenario. It's not possible to tell sometimes. Oh, the mutated events are up now? Oh, I forgot. At least I didn't check. I'm on public test server recently. Okay, so they live now. Okay. So let us know if you did drop a red dress from those packages. I most likely will not open mine, as I want to keep them for the next update, so I can open, get all those legendary and scrap them when the update drops. Tomorrow I will play on the live game version. Today I'm still on the public test server. Did pistols get any love? No, as for now, not yet. The boss's health do not scale with players. It's always the same, it's fixed amount. Oh, so the mutated event just started. So they just started today. Okay, that's odd. Normally they start on Tuesday. But okay. And now let's go one more time for the Inside the Vault article that is saying, like listing all the changes done with the latest patch. I showed it in the video, but very briefly, so we can stop a little bit more in here. Vendor history, I would like it if they could make it permanent and not only during a play session, like they implementing it by play session only. So how useful will that be? It's better than nothing, that's for sure, but how useful, I don't know. That's specific for public test server, the locker is being added, so soon, probably soon, we'll know what's the new unique weapon for the next season. I'm guessing they're gonna put it there for us to test, so that would be very cool. Oh, We have donation. A big one. Thank you a lot, Chessus, for you. 10 donated memberships. Appreciate that. So who do I welcome to Turtles Army? I welcome Benjamin Jansen, Danny Avison, David, Mavic Rojo, Mark Wenzel, Stupid Paintings by Dave, Dawn's Doom, Chaos SA, Golden Gaming, and Mark Shaw. Welcome to Turtles Army, and may the shall be with you. Thank you very much, Jesus, for you. And now, back to the article. So I'm curious what will appear in this locker. I'm really happy they are doing it. So they can fix the weapon before they add it to the game, rather than setting us all for frustration when new weapon doesn't work as advertised. Or well, works way too well than advertised, and then they need to nerf it, which is equally bad. Because you get used to overpowered weapons, and then it's always painful to take them away. So just release it how it's supposed to be first time around is a better option. So about this legendary crafting, they did a lot of fixes. Incorrect duplication information, this is still happening. There's some missing ones. They fixed that, so no longer says add legendary mods on the weapons that cannot have any added. And unfortunately, even power armor is no longer tradable if you modify it. It's supposed to be character bound, so they're doing it for everything. Some other small fixes that they are doing. They even noticed that walking cane was broken, couldn't be made legendary before, now it can. And this is still not fully fixed. Some weapons that should be craftable cannot be. For example, Holy Fire cannot be modified. You cannot change those legendary mods if you did change previously. So my old Holy Fire that I modified on live game version, and I have them on PTS, they still modified, but they cannot be changed again. They're like locked at the state. So I don't think that should be the case, but well, time will tell. I hope they will let us modify Holy Fire still. Otherwise, my Holy Fire would be Legacy. Other stuff, yeah, they fixed that. As what I was saying in the video, special boost for those second star and third star effects. This is really cool. This opens so many possibilities, as some people already mentioned. Plus endurance on full armor set, so you can have unyielding. That gives you plus 15 to all your special with exception on endurance. But then you can add endurance on second star and you have plus 10 to endurance too. And you can be unyielding super tanky build. It's an option now. Super tank unyielding build is an option with those changes. And fixer fixed, that's true. Volt 94 armor not fixed. Absolutely not. They attempted to fix it, it's looked like from the notes, not fixed. So chances to learn improved, although it's still probably some kind of a lag base. I don't know what is the hard chance. For me, it was one plan per 100 scrapped 3 stars, but for some other people, it was twice as many. They were able to learn like 2 plans per 100 legendary item scrap. So I don't know what is exactly the chance. Was I on the unlucky side? Was I on the average side? And people that got more were on lucky side. You know how it is with random chances. You don't get exact results every time. It's vary based on how lucky you are in real life. So those chance they did adjust, so that's good. And yeah, you can get multiple, if you are super lucky, you can get multiple from one scrapped item. It's not gonna really happen often. Oh, the weight of legendary particles. So this legendary dust is actually light now. It's 1 pound per 100 dust. So you can have thousands of dust even if you do not own a scrap box. As currently 1,000 pounds of dust will be 10 pounds. 1,000 pieces of legendary dust will be 10 pounds of weight. So it's not bad. They fixed that. So everyone can have some for crafting. Keep in mind you need 100, which is 1 pound in weight, to craft one box mod. So the weight corresponds directly now. The box mod weighs 1 pound, and the material used to craft a legendary box mod is 1 pound too. And the pricing reduced, that sounds good. I was showcasing those new perks. It's now a curve. It's not a straight line scaling. So low endurance, it scales really well. Then on medium amount of endurance, the scaling drop and each point of endurance starts giving you less of a benefit. It's still good, as I don't think most people plan to run with extremely high endurance. With endurance values around 30, this new scaling is better than the previous one. With endurance value around 50, the old one was better. Some display issues. And most importantly, they fixed the server crash and fixed issue with food buffs killing characters. So they fixed that. Hopefully there's no other character breaking bugs. So those are the recent changes, in addition to everything that was listed before. We still don't know any more about the caravan than we did previously. We have the location with the caravan, we can visit it, but there is nothing inside just yet. So that will probably pop in later. Okay, back to YouTube chat. Any other questions, let me know. For the electrified auto axe, science perks buff its damage overall, because if you put electrified for whatever reason, it counts as small energy gun with that. So science perks works. I don't even know if that's intentional, because they do not work if there is flaming mode or other elemental modes, and do not work on other melee weapon with elemental or energy damage. So auto axe thing is very unique, most likely an intended feature. Thank you, Siski. I'm happy that my videos are teaching you something about Fallout. It is amazing game, so stick with us. Yes, you should definitely stockpile on modules and stuff your mules with legendary weapons and armor pieces that you don't need for scrapping later. Dust itself, I don't think it can be sold. I didn't try, but only box mods, if I'm not mistaken, can be sold. The dust itself cannot. Two-shot Gauss shotgun, good or not? Depends what's gonna happen with next patch, how it's gonna work. Probably not. You would like to see some more challenging elements? Yeah, I would like it too, but I don't think that's the goal at this moment by the development team. They keep the game casual, which I have nothing against. If I really want a challenge, I play some MOBA. Like Mobile Legends, or in the past on the PC, League of Legends. This is competitive, 5v5, different team. I am not sure if Fallout needed, but I would like some more difficult content. I would just want it to not be like mandatory. It shouldn't be dropping amazing rewards that other content do not offer, but just harder to try yourself. Yes, I would like it. When I'm originally from Poland. Oh, so someone is saying dust can be sold. So maybe it can be sold. I didn't try. How do you transfer with a mule? You stack your stuff into a container. I think I made a guide in the past. Then switch characters, go to this container, pick up the stuff. Normally you use private server for that, but as well you can use a friend as anchor. You need a friend, someone who will stay on the same server so you can rejoin the same server if you don't have followed first to transfer your items. And make sure you don't use a donation box, as someone will grab all your stuff as a donation. I already said about Holy Fire. It's not possible to do anything with it. Most likely bug. Dota 2. Yeah, if you like, Dota 2 is competitive as well. Agree. Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Yes. It's goofy title. Like, first time I installed this game, I was expecting some Chinese rubbish or something like that, but it's actually good and they update it regularly. So yeah, it is competitive and on mobile, so you can have a quick session when you are not in front of your PC. What I like, because on PC I already play Fallout, so I like MOBA on mobile. Yes, you could use another account as a mule. That's true. Alright, I think I answered all the questions, so now I'll be heading for the member hangout when I will continue investigation of all the changes on public test server and chatting with members as my token of appreciation that you are supporting my channel. So all your green names, people that make it possible, that YouTube is my job. Without you, it wouldn't be possible. It wouldn't be possible without you, so I'm extremely grateful for that. You are my employer, basically. I have a lot of employers that I'm responsible for. I have my responsibility in front of you for whatever I'm doing here. So everyone else, thank you a lot for being on this Turtlecast. And tomorrow evening, of course, as always, we are streaming a regular Fallout 76, the live game version, and we'll be doing mutated events. And I wish you all amazing weekend and see you there. Turtle out. Bye.